Winning is simply a mindset. A mindset, however, that is only developed by outstanding individuals. It's not about talent, it's about effort. Effort will get you the win when the talent is having a rest day. Effort will drive you home when everyone expects you to give up. Effort will drag you from the canvas when you have been knocked out by life. Winning is not some special reward only reserved for the lucky among us. If you ask all the failures, they will tell you it is luck, but it's not. Winning is a reward you receive when you have put in the hard work when no one is watching. Winning is for champion attitudes and champion hearts. If you throw me to the wolves, know that I will return leading the pack. Winning is simply a mindset. A mindset, however, that is only developed by outstanding individuals. Are you outstanding? Outwork your competition. If you outwork your opponent day in and day out, you will beat him come game day. There is no question. But you have to have commitment and discipline to be better day in and day out, always giving more than your opponent. Sometimes it's gonna hurt. Sometimes it might even seem impossible. But remember, it's only impossible if you give up. If you stay in the game, hang in there, give yourself a shot. It is possible. Make sure your opponent knows you are ready for war. Look him in the eyes and make sure he knows he won't stop you. Look him in the eyes and you will see his fear, because he knows he's not ready for you. Not today. This is your time. Refuse to give up. Never settle and win.
Hello and welcome to the 2019-2020 Sports Awards program, the first ever online sports awards program in school history. As many of you know, my name is Eric Fry, Sports Program Coordinator here at SPH Lippo Village, and I am honored to share a screen with our magnificent coaches from all over the globe. To the student athletes, parents, siblings, extended family members, teachers and staff, and anyone else who may be watching, we want to thank you for taking the time to celebrate the hard work and the dedication of our student athletes and to recognize the achievements and the accolades they have earned. Before we do that, though, it would be irresponsible to not first acknowledge and pray for all those who have been affected by this global pandemic we're facing. We want to extend our compassion to those who are suffering because of this ugly disease, and we express our deepest condolences to those who have lost loved ones. We also want to publicly thank our frontline heroes, from nurses, doctors, and hospital staff, to the cleaners and soppoms on our own campus who have been working tirelessly to help keep our campus safe. Thank you, and may God continue to bless you and keep you. Pareki, would you please lead us in a word of prayer?
Let us pray. I will pray in bahasa. Tuhan, ajar kami untuk tahu bahwa apapun yang terjadi saat ini, Engkau adalah Tuhan yang pegang kendali. Tuhan, terima kasih atas kesempatan ini, di mana kami boleh berkumpul, di mana kami boleh bersama-sama lagi, walaupun secara virtual dan bukan di dalam gym satu, Tuhan. Kami mau melaksanakan kegiatan Sports Awards ini, Tuhan. Bapa, apapun yang terjadi, ajar kami untuk ingat bahwa adalah sebuah kesempatan luar biasa untuk bisa menggunakan talenta kami bermain bagimu. Adalah sebuah kesempatan yang luar biasa untuk kami bisa menyenangkan dan memuliakan hatimu lewat apa yang kami lakukan, terutama di bidang sport. Bapa, Berapapun banyak pemenang yang akan diumumkan hari ini, ingatkan kami bahwa kami semua adalah pemenang. Ingatkan kami bahwa Engkau tidak membeda-bedakan siapapun. Ini hanya sebuah penghargaan yang diberikan semata-mata hanya untuk mengapresiasi apa yang anak-anak kami lakukan. Tetapi pada ujungnya, at the end of the day, Engkau adalah Allah yang mengasihi kami semua. Terima kasih Tuhan, berdoa untuk sepanjang acara ini. Dalam namamu kami berdoa dan kami mengucap syukur. Amin.
Amen. Thank you, Pa Reki. Although our sports calendar was unfortunately cut short this year, sorry badminton, we were still able to have another highly successful year of sports here at SPH Lippo Village. One of the best parts of my job is to witness our student athletes grow, mature, develop skills, learn from failures, rejoice in victories, and bond as teammates. But the absolute best part for me is to see them develop Christ-like character along the way. A large part of their spiritual growth is a result of the mentorship they receive from our esteemed group of coaches. To our dedicated team of coaches, I want to extend my great appreciation for the hard work and the sacrifice that goes into shaping these young men and women. Thank you, coaches. In addition to our own end-of-season SPH Cups, our sports teams also compete in the prestigious Jakarta Area Athletics Conference, or JAAC, and numerous outside tournaments and friendlies. Out of the 36 tournaments that our teams participated in this year, we placed either first, second, or third in 23 of those 36 tournaments. That is quite an outstanding accomplishment and speaks to the competitive greatness of our sports program as a whole. The JAAC consists of many well-known schools, including 2 other SPH campuses, JIS, BSJ, UPH College, Global Jaya, AIS, ACS Jakarta, and Santa Lorenzia, but SPH LV often rises to the top. At the grade 7 to 9 level, our teams had a fantastic year, finishing in the top 3 in 5 out of the 6 JAAC events. At the grade 10 to 12 level, our teams also had a great showing, placing in the top 3 in 5 out of the 8 JAAC events. These results affirm what we already know. SPH LV Eagle Sports is a powerhouse, and if we are on your schedule of upcoming games, you better be ready. Now, typically we would be in Gym 1 right now, asking groups of athletes to come up to the stage to receive trophies and have their pictures taken. Although that is unfortunately not able to happen this time, we will have trophies for all of our individual award winners when we reopen next academic year. To our grade 12s, we will find a way to get your trophies to you. Another big difference this year is that instead of having to listen to me and Mr. Bruce the whole time, we are actually going to have each coach talk about their season and announce the award winners for their own teams. Later in the program, we may even have a guest appearance from someone who many of you will recognize, so stay tuned. And with that, we will move into our individual awards and our season descriptions for the different sports that we have. And first up, we have our girls basketball, coached by Pa Reki and Ibu Angie. So Pa Reki, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Eric. Hey, Eagles, good morning, or good afternoon, or even good evening, whenever you are watching this. Hopefully, you are in a good shape, and not just you, but the whole family also. To be honest, we might not have won first place in all of our competitions, but no doubt, the experience we went through together as a team transcends the joy of winning any trophy. To witness the growth of some of the grade 9 students that have been playing together for 3 years, with the addition of the grade 7, the grade 8, and the new players that keep fighting to learn basketball is truly a privilege for me and Ibu Angie. Mixed it all up with some emotions for sure, yelling, of course, since it's a teenage girls team, and probably tears, yes. Our season is a highlight itself. God is clearly working in this team, whether we realize it or not, and I can testify that to you all day long. Nothing else, but thank you from me and Ibu Angie for letting us coaching all of you this year. Go Eagles!
First things first, we'd like to acknowledge our grade 9s who have been with us for 3 years. These students are Amanda Lesmana, Delpha Debita, Claire Heizenga, Cynthia Sudarpo, Nestle Claudia Johnson, and Nicole Utomo.
For the individual awards winner. First one, year after year, she works herself into a reliable and trustworthy player on and off the court. Her willingness, dedication, and commitment to listen to input, evaluate, and keep trying. That's what makes her the player she is right now. We're all looking forward to see her taking it to the next level next year. The Most Dedicated Player Award goes to Amanda Lesmana.
Right.
Hi, good job, Amanda.
Good job.
All right, next player. This player has been the tip of our games for years, especially on offense. And her hard work always takes her game to another level year after year. And her funky, friendly, yet fierce attitude is something we look forward to in the game. And let's not forget that she's also willing to help her friends to be successful. Our most valuable player is Nicole Utomo.
All right, Nicole.
Last but not least, I have to give my standing ovation for this player. From unable to handle the ball, losing the ball, doubting herself, and crying even along the journey. But she always comes back in her final season as an SMP player. She is the starting point guard for the team that is able to call plays, handle the ball well, and make decisions to drive, shoot, or pass depending on the situation. She is kind and willing to embrace all of her teammates, especially the new players in the team, with a smile. And of course, a little bit push. She is a living example of hard work beats talent. Ibu Angie and I proudly give the Coaches Award to Cynthia Sudarpo.
Right.
Right, good job.
Well, Cynthia.
All right, thank you, Pareki and Ibu Angie. Now we will be moving on to boys basketball, coached by Pa Andi and Mr. Luke.
Okay, hi boys, wherever you are right now. Well, Coach Luke and me here right now. We're going to read our description years right now. This year team was one of the most awesome in years. Though had a very short season, the boys team managed to fill the expectation by using our short time to practice hard. Although our season was short, we still managed to get first place in JAC, third place in the Harapan Club, and third place in our SPH Cup. Well done, boys, for the hard working during this season. And for the 3-year award, basketball boys goes to Dominic McIntyre, Wesley Sutrisna, Jonathan Morris, Kimi Salimin, and Matthew Ong.
All right.
Hey.
Now with the individual award winner. Last year, this player was in the second team, but this year he shows significant improvement in shooting and his size. He made some significant three-pointers in some games and also helped us in rebounding. The Most Improved Player Award goes to Matthew Ong.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
The next person, this player has shown his dedication toward the game since last year. He'll do anything for the team, rebounding, scoring, and defending. He needs to keep working on his shooting, but with his size, he can be a dangerous player in the future. The Most Dedicated Player Award goes to Dominic McIntyre.
All right, Dom.
Good job, Dom.
The last but not least, this player has a unique ability. He listens to the coach and play hard in every game we play. He is formidable defender that can stop players that are twice his size. He always inspired everyone to play their best in every game. The most inspirational players award goes to Jonathan Morris.
All right, Jonathan.
John.
All right, thank you very much, Pa Andy and Mr. Luke. Moving on to our girls volleyball team. Our girls volleyball was coached by Ibu Riri, Pa Ricky, and Ibu Lita.
Hello, volleyball girls player. How are you? I hope you are in a good condition. In this moment, I will read the session description first. This year, we had two teams, one with grade 9s only and another comprised of players from grade 7 and 8. The players' solidarity was very strong, and this was evident in their good teamwork when playing out on the court and during games and practices. The players bonded well, and their team spirit always showed in their very enthusiastic cheers and selfless performances. This season, we participated in friendly games, the SPH Cup, where the teams didn't get into the finals, but they played very well and had exciting games, and the EJSC tournament, in which we achieved third place. Now I want to read about the award winners. Start from 3 years award. Amanda Lesmana, Belva Debita, Claudia Johnson, Cynthia Sudarpo, Nicole Utomo, and Samantha Subali. Now it's about individual award. This person was diligent in training and has great enthusiasm for the sport. In every practice, she strives with passion to improve her abilities. Because of this work ethic, she experienced an increase in her skills, especially her spike. Being taller, she was obviously one of our best spikers. She had strength in her serve, which always hit with power and accuracy. The Coach Award goes to Claudia Johnson.
All right, Claudia.
Next, this person jokes brought laughter and calmness to the team. She always strived to improve during practice, and her effort during practice was evident during matches. She was also happy to help her teammates during volleyball practice, so that her teammates also had good improvement. This year's most improvement players goes to Nicole Utomo.
All right, Nicole.
Good job, Nick.
Nicole.
Next, this person saw maturity which enabled her teammates to thrive. She was the most influential player in our team, and she always gave a solution and stability when her teammates were a little bit nervous. This enabled the team to find their spirit again. The most valuable player award goes to Amanda Lesmana.
All right, Amanda.
Hey.
Good job, Amanda.
All right, thank you, Ibu Riri, Pa Ricky, and Ibu Lita for coaching our girls volleyball team. We're now moving to our boys volleyball. Our boys volleyball team was coached by Mr. Owen and Pa Yanto, who's not able to join us this time.
Thanks, Mr. Eric. Hey guys, hope you're all well. Hope you're eating well, exercising well, and most importantly, growing taller. What we need for volleyball. All right. Well, there's no way around it. This was a difficult season. It was a short season, overlapped with some other indoor sports, so that minimized our gym time. And when we're outside, it rained often, so we got rained out a lot. We didn't have the success on the court that we would have liked, there's no question. Nevertheless, many flashes of brilliance from some outstanding players that have very bright volleyball futures. And I think sometimes a hard season is what a team needs to propel it to greater things. Well, that was this year for us. We have just a few, well, very few, 2 3-year award winners. And those are Dominic McIntyre and Christoph Santosa.
All right, Dom and Chris.
Now to our other special awards. The first one, this player worked hard in the off season to develop his technique, his skills, and he made great improvements. He continued his improvement throughout the season. He, above all his teammates, could be relied upon to be at every practice on time, to do each drill or exercise with determination, and to play on despite adversity. This year's most dedicated player is Wesley Sutresna.
Hi, Wesley.
Good job, Wes.
The next award. This player responded to the call more than once in the season to change positions, and despite making those difficult transitions, he played with extreme competitiveness on the court and was simply unwilling to let the ball drop to the floor. He could be seen to jump over the team bench, dive to save the ball, then scramble back to make the next play. This year's most inspirational player is Jonathan Maurice.
All right, Jonathan.
Done, Jonathan.
Good job, John.
And the final award, this player, like Jonathan, was unwilling to let the ball drop to the floor. He could cover the whole court if need be, and out of court area too. His all-around skills were evident, whether it was passing, setting, serving, blocking, and especially spiking. He was clearly the outstanding hitter amongst all JAAC teams. This year's most valuable player is Dominic McIntyre.
All right, Dom. All right, thank you, Mr. Owen and Payanto. We're going to be moving on now to our girls' soccer. Our girls' soccer team was coached by Mr. Sidney, Miss Lankas, and Miss Katie.
Right. Hello, everybody, girls. On behalf of your coaches, I would like to thank you for your dedication, your hard work, and your participation in this year's soccer season. We are looking forward to coaching you again next year. Now, allow me to invite Miss Lankas to say something about our team and season.
Our team this year was made up of an amazing group of athletes. They were disciplined, hardworking, and played for the good of the team. We were finally able to win the elusive JSC Cup, where we went through the entire tournament unbeaten. As a matter of fact, we did not lose a single game all season, and this includes the friendly games as well.
And allow me to invite Miss Katie to present the 3-year award winners.
Hi everybody, it's good. I hope you're doing well wherever you're at in the world. We have 4 amazing young women who've been a part of this team for the past 3 years. They've been an absolute joy, absolute models of dedication and hard work, and I want to thank them very much for their dedication to the team, their willingness to do what is needed on behalf of the team, and their smiles and their laughs along the way. These 4 ladies are Nicole Utomo, Amanda Asmana, Cara Malcolm, and Claire Huizenga. Let's give them a round of applause.
And now moving on to the individual awards. The first one, this person is an outstanding player who is gifted with pace, technical ability, and a golden left foot. What makes her unique, though, is her dedication toward the sport and the team. She will often be the first person to show up for training and is usually the very last one to leave at the end of practice. She's always working to improve and will offer to play pretty much anywhere on the field. This year's most dedicated player is Natalie Mead.
Natalie.
Great work, Ta.
Moving on to the next individual award. This person is one of the most talented soccer players to grace SPH soccer in recent years. The way she expresses herself on the field makes playing soccer look easy, especially seeing that she plays with a smile. However, let the smile not deceive you. She has a mean shot, a thunderbolt for a right foot, and does not shy away from the physical aspects of the game. Her hold-up play is amazing, and her fast feet were often the reason our other strikers and midfielders were able to thrive and score loads and loads of goals. So good was this player that coaches from other teams would often cheer her when she did her bicycle kicks or when she did her fancy crossovers. Let's not forget, this player is only in grade 7 and fairly new to the team. Many have compared her game and her skills to those of the famous Argentine forward Lionel Messi. Our most inspirational player this year is Yuna.
Right, Yuna.
And finally, this person was the pivot of the team, and the entire tactical approach of the team depended on her. She always was tasked with linking attack and defense, a job she did so immaculately. Given that she had to help out defensively, this player was often asked to sacrifice a lot of her attacking game to help out the team defensively. As the captain of our team, this person was instrumental in passing instructions on to the other players during games, in the event of tactical changes, and was also very encouraging to the younger and less experienced members of the team. The Most Valuable Player award is given to Claire Heisinger.
All right, Claire. All right, thank you, soccer coaches, Mr. Sidney, Miss Lankas, and Miss Katie. Now we're going to be moving on to our boys soccer. Our boys soccer team is coached by Pa Ari, Pa Robert, and Pa Eric.
Hello, soccer team. How are you there? Hopefully you have a good condition, you and your family. Okay, this year our team shows significant development, with each student trying hard to be better than he was last year. Although we were unable to have our SPH Cup because of pandemic, we play in the GAC and perform as well as we could in the playoff, and finishing third overall. By the end of the season, we have a good team chemistry. The grade 9 students were very helpful to the team. Meanwhile, the grade 7 and 8 students were very eager to keep up with the grade 9 student. And thank you for having me and Coach Robert and Coach Oric to coaching you. And next is a 3 years award winner, Wesley Sutrisna, Dominic McIntyre, Hidan Kim, Jonathan Maurice, Samuel Wijanarko, Samuel David Sustanto, and Trevor Setiawan.
All right.
Good guys. And for next is individual award winners. This person really developed his skill as a player this year. He improved his reflex, positioning, and also catching ability. We were happy to see how this player not only developed his soccer skill, but also helpful to the younger player and on the team. The most improved players goes to Wesley Sutrisna.
All right, Wesley.
And next, allow me invite Coach Robert to read another individual award.
Okay. For this year middle school team, we have another 2
award for the most dedicated player. So this year, the coaches needed to play this person in different position than he was used to. Although playing in these new positions was a struggle sometimes, day by day, this player really developed into someone who can play in many positions and make big contributions to the team. He can run very long, and he never tired, and he even can do many very good passing to the striker to make a great score. So for the most dedicated player award, we choose Daniel Yi. Good job, Daniel.
Good job, Daniel.
And move to the next award. We have this person as our backbone in the team since the day one. He supported and motivated his teammates who had less experience in the game of soccer. He listened to what the coaches instructed him to do and gave suggestions when needed. This year's most valuable player is Samuel David Sutanto. Good job, Samuel.
Sam.
Once again, thank you for your hard work throughout the season, and we believe that you can be a very good player in the coming years. Thank you, Tim.
All right, thank you, soccer coaches. Thanks to Pa Ari, Pa Robert, and Pa Eric. Moving on to our girls and boys badminton. Our girls and boys badminton teams were not actually able to have a full season. In fact, our on-campus learning was canceled after only their second practice of the season. So we're not able this year to give individual awards for a season that didn't really exist. But we still did think it was important to give a 3-year award to those students who would have completed their 3rd year in our grade 7 to 9 badminton. So our badminton teams would have been coached by Ibu Angie and Ibu Riri. And so at this time, I'll turn it over to the badminton coaches to award our 3-year award winners.
Okay. Well, we don't actually have a season, but as Mr. Eric just mentioned, we got 2 days of practice. So we got an idea who we're planning to join. And with that, we were able to see the students who have been there for 3 years. So the students are Jae Wong Lee, Ryan Wangijaya, and Samantha Subali.
All right.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
All right, thank you to Ibu Angie and Ibu Riri for being willing to coach our badminton team, even though they didn't get to this year. At this point, I will turn it over to Mr. Bruce, who will award some special awards, but first would like to say a little bit about touch rugby as well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Mr. Bruce.
Hi, students. I hope you guys are all doing well. And I just want to give a quick recognition in particular to 2 grade 8 students who were playing on a senior team this year. Again, they played last year as well on the touch rugby team. And so George and Kalila, I'd just like to give a shout out to you. You were both extremely valuable and dedicated members to each of your teams. You both deserved an award. Really, you honestly did. And one of you actually did get an award. And the other one was right in the conversation of getting an award as well. So I'll actually present the one award. She went from being the youngest on the team last year, learning from her seniors, to being the youngest on the team again this year, but this time as a real solid contributor and a leader on the field, who could be counted on in any position we put her on. And she was actually our most improved player, and that award goes to Kalila Zylstra. Good job, Kalila. So I will move on to another segment of awards, which are we call them the special awards because they're not really for teams, but they are for sports and for fitness. The first one is the Achievement in Athletics Award. And this award recognizes high achievement in athletics based on the following criteria. You have to achieve at least 3 individual gold gold ribbons. That's first place finishes, or at least 4 individual ribbons, with at least 2 of these being gold in the inter-house athletics day. So for this category, for grade 7 to 9, first of all, we have winning 3 golds and 2 silvers from grade 7, Eliana McIntyre. Also from grade 7, winning 3 golds and 2 silvers, Jade Sugiharto. And also from grade 7, winning 2 golds and 2 bronze, Isaac Mann. And last but not least, from grade 7, winning 4 golds and 1 silver, Ryan Mondong. And then from grade 8, winning 3 golds and 1 bronze, including an age record in the 200 meters, is Natalie Mudda. And from grade 8, winning 3 golds, is Hyunil Jung. And from grade 8, winning 3 golds and 1 silver, Daniel Yi. And from grade 9, winning 4 golds, including an age record in the 800 meters, Claire Heisinger. And from grade 9, with 2 golds and 3 silvers, Dominic McIntyre. I'd like to give some honorable mention in athletics. These kids just missed out on this award. They don't receive a certificate, but they're very, very close. So I'll just read out their names. Basically, they missed out by 1 ribbon. So from grade 7, Philip Dimich. From grade 8, Nadine Janwardi, Jinwan Kim, George Long, and Kalila Zilstra. And then from grade 9, Delva Debita, Achilles Wesley Sutrisna, and Samuel Wijanarko. Good job to all of you guys.
Good guys.
All right, going to move on to the fitness improvement and gold awards, starting with improvement. But again, more than anything with the fitness awards system, we just want this to be a motivator to people to stay in shape, to get into shape and to stay in shape. We know that not everyone loves it, but it's a really important part of what we do, and hope that people really do embrace it and do feel that it is an important part of what we do. We want to ensure that we not only recognize achievement in fitness, but also significant improvement from year to year. And this Fitness Improvement Award is presented in recognition of significant improvement in physical fitness, demonstrated by improving by 12 points or more on the annual fitness test over both of the last 2 years. We only had 1 person who actually won this award this year, which is quite unusual. So I really want to encourage everyone to keep working towards improvement. This person also won it last year, so that means they've won it 2 years in a row, which means they have improved a lot over the last 2 years. And that is Doyun Kim from grade 8. Good job, Doyun. And for our Fitness Gold Awards, these recognize achievement of an excellent level of fitness by its recipients. It is based on an achievement of a minimum of 57 points out of a possible 63 points on the annual fitness test. The following have achieved their goal. So, following students from grade 7, Isaac Mann, Philip Dimich, Eliana McIntyre, and Nicole Salim. Good job, grade 7 students. And then from grade 8, we have George Long, Kalila Zilstra, Katie Sondak, and Daniel Yi. Good job, students.
All right, grade 8.
And from grade 9, we have Euclia Purnama and Nicole Utomo. Good job, grade 9 students. Okay, and our next set of awards is for record breakers. These are in recognition of students for breaking or setting a new school record in athletics, fitness testing, or swimming. Of course, we did not have our swimming test this year, our swimming competition this year, so there will be no recipients of that award this year. There is always a lot of excitement that surrounds a broken record. It was a little bit slow this year for age group records, but actually a pretty good year for school records. Out of only 6 age group records broken in athletics and 2 age group records broken in fitness testing, a good portion of these set overall school records. The following awards are in recognition of these 3 overall school records that were broken. First of all, from fitness testing, we have the record for crunches, a new record at 2,450. This was set by George Long from grade 8. Good job, George.
Hi, George. Wow. Good job, George.
And equally as impressive, setting the record for military push-ups for girls with a total of 60. From grade 10, we have Layla Mann. Good job, Layla.
Layla. Good job.
And for athletics, first of all, for the 200 meters, the girls' record, in a time of 31.49 seconds, from grade 10, Kayla Lonto. Good job, Kayla.
Wow.
And we all remember seeing a great video of this record being broken. An amazing throw of 52.06 meters in the boys' javelin from grade 12, Ray Santoso. Good job, Ray.
All right, Ray. Wow.
Okay, moving on. Next up, we have a special section of awards. These are sort of the pinnacle achievement awards that we are moving on to next. First, starting with our Scholar Athlete Awards. So participation in sports offers significant benefits beyond the fun, the skills, the fitness, and the social benefits. It also teaches participants to juggle a busy schedule of sports and academics, both of which are important in their lives. This really is part of the essence of holistic education and a great example of what a balanced SPH student actually is. The Scholar Athlete Award is presented to students who play on at least 2 sports seasons and who are able to maintain consistently high grades with an average of 6 in MYP subjects in the first 3 terms of the school year. And here is this year's Scholar Athlete Award winners. First of all, from grade 7, Maria Sasha Kurniawan. From grade 8, we have Daniel Yi. Ella Joya Nogoro. Gabrielle Audrey Cristiali. Also from grade 8, we have Abby Tajale. And Natalie Mudda, also from grade 8. And last but not least, from grade 8, Sion Choi. And then from grade 9, we have Nicole Utomo. And Phoebe Bintoro. All right, and with that, I'm going to hand over to Mr. Eric again.
Thanks, Mr. Bruce. Anyone who has an appreciation for sports would probably agree that sports, when played well, are a beautiful thing to watch. Where some beauty seekers would go to an art museum or a concert, others would go to a sporting contest to find what they are looking for. But sports become even more beautiful when they are used to bring glory to God. From a biblical Christian worldview, we believe that our gifts and talents have been given to us by God, and that one of the best ways to bring Him glory is to use these gifts and talents to serve the people around us. In a culture where prize money in sport is an unfortunate norm, SPH LV has committed to using any prize money that teams win over the course of their seasons to contribute to a sports ministry or outreach-related activity. As we are in the midst of a global pandemic, it was relatively easy to decide where this money should go this year. Although there are a number of COVID-19 relief initiatives that SPH is connected to, we decided to donate to one that current SPH students are involved with. The Anak Indonesia Bersatu movement was co-founded by Natanya Zhang, SPH LV class of 2019, along with 4 current SPH LV grade 10 students, James Chen, Nathan Januardi, Kayla Lanto, and Justin Lanto, and 2 other former SPH students. Their fundraising campaign raises funds to donate medical equipment such as masks, head coverings, and hazmat suits to different hospitals across Indonesia. We are privileged this year to be able to respond to this initiative with a donation on behalf of all SPH Eagle athletes in the amount of 5,050,000 rupiah. Thank you, student athletes, for having generous, compassionate hearts and for being willing to use this money to help those in need during a worldwide crisis. Let's give our student athletes a round of applause. All right, the next segment of our sports program, our sports awards program, is dedicated to the Jason Myers Sports Service Award. Here's an important message from a very special guest. Check it out.
Hello, SPH. It's wonderful to be able to join you and present the Sports Service Awards for the Sports Awards program of 2019 and 2020. Before I do that, I just want to extend our greeting from Fort Worth, Texas, from myself and Daylina and Mackenzie and Jaden. We sure miss our Indonesian family and just say hello to all of you. As we get started and talk about the Sports Service Award, I want to just say that this award was established because we know that many of you are gifted and talented in the area of sport and have the ability to explore those gifts and talents using sports as an opportunity to serve. And so many times that has been done throughout our community at SPH in the years that we were there as a family, whether that was helping in the Malabo Aceh area after the tsunami, or building basketball courts in Kupang or in the Binong area as well, or running sports camps and clinics and coaching. And so there's been wonderful ways that sports and using sports for service has allowed for an impact and service throughout the community, and we've always valued and appreciated that while we were there. And so I know that that's been no different this year, and I'm thankful to be able to announce that there are 3 Sports Awards winners. I hope that all of you will consider that it's how you can use sports as an opportunity to serve, but 3 people that we wanted to recognize this year. First is Hoon Ki Ah. He has always demonstrated a can-do-it attitude of getting involved in coaching basketball and working with middle school students, and I know many of you have enjoyed him coaching and working together with you. The second is James Marshall. He's jumped right in and developed a program even during his own basketball season on Wednesday afternoons and working together with kids on individual skills and developing those foundations that are so important. And then third is Nick Johnson. And of course, he's had to undergo a tragic injury that wouldn't allow him to participate in his senior year, but he was able to continue coaching and staying involved with his teammates. And as someone who's an athlete that has been involved in so many different sports, I'm sure to not be able to participate in his senior year of basketball was very traumatic. but he turned it into something that was good by participating and coaching and working with his team and keeping the morale high and the continuity together. So I just want to congratulate those three individuals. And I again want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of your sports awards. Have a great rest of your program and a great end of the year. We're praying for SPH as you go through all of these challenging times. Just know that we're going through challenging times too, and we appreciate your prayers, and we are praying for you. Have a blessed rest of your day.
Thanks, Mr. Jason. It's good to see you. And another huge congratulations to our Jason Myers Sports Service Award winners for this year. They were all in grade 12. They are James Marshall, Nicholas Johnson, and Hyung-Ki An. Let's give a round of applause for our grade 12 Sports Service Award. All right, I have the privilege of wrapping up this Sports Award program with our most prestigious award, the Athlete of the Year Award. This award is given to only one boy and only one girl from each age category who has made the most significant impact on our sports program across multiple sports. We have lots of great one-sport athletes, but these awards, the Athlete of the Year Award, is reserved for those athletes that choose to share their gifts and their talents with more than just one sports team. So without further ado, I will announce first our grade 7 to 9 Male Athlete of the Year. This year's grade 7 to 9 Male Athlete of the Year is an extremely well-rounded athlete. His contribution to the basketball, volleyball, and soccer teams, in combination with his excellence in athletics, makes him stand out amongst the crowd. Whether driving to the rim in basketball, performing spectacular spikes in volleyball, showing great hustle in soccer, or winning medals on Athletics Day, the question remains, what can this guy not do? We anticipate with great excitement what this student athlete will do on and off the court and field as he continues to develop as an athlete, and more importantly, as he develops as a person. Your grade 7 to 9 Male Athlete of the Year is, for the second year in a row, Dominic McIntyre.
Good job, Dom.
All right, and our last award of this sports awards program, is our grade 7 to 9 Female Athlete of the Year. The grade 7 to 9 Female Athlete of the Year is another three-sport athlete who made a valuable contribution to our basketball, volleyball, and soccer teams this year. She is an aggressive player and is not afraid to put her body on the line for the sake of her teams. She can often be found in the gym, putting in extra time to improve her skills. You have already heard her name multiple times in this program for individual awards, including an MVP award in basketball. Our grade 7 to 9 Female Athlete of the Year is Nicole Utomo.
Good job, Nicole.
All right, and with that, we conclude our Sports Awards program for 2019-2020. Once again, we thank you for tuning in, and we want to send our congratulations to every single one of our student athletes on another successful year of LV Eagles sports. God bless you all, stay safe, and we cannot wait to see you next school year.